Sit back and throw one back with your pinkies in the air and a middle finger to the world. And join me, the eclectic gentleman Stephen Watts, as we look back on this day in professional wrestling history. But before we do, put that drink down, like, share, and subscribe, and give us a big old thumbs up. And now, without further ado, let's look back on this day in pro wrestling history. Woo! It is January 29th, and we're going to start off as we always do on a positive note. These are your pro wrestling birthdays. 1953, Volcano. 1963, Bob Hardcore Holly. 1973, Luis de Zambra. And 1977, Larry Blackwell. On a positive note as well, we have no deaths in professional wrestling history. Alright, you know what that means. It's time to get to the meat and potatoes. These are your pro wrestling history highlights for January 29th. 1981, Junkyard Dog and Killer Carl Cox defeat Ernie Ladd and Leroy Brown in Biloxi, Mississippi to win the Mid-South Wrestling Tag Team titles. 1983, Pierre Martel defeats Mad Dog Lefebvre in San Juan, Puerto Rico to win the WWC North American Heavyweight title. 1996, Conan defeated the One Man Gang for the WCW US Heavyweight title. 1999, Baldo, later known as Albert, A-Train, or Lord Tensai, take your pick, defeats Jerry Lawler in a tournament final in Memphis, Tennessee to become the first Memphis Power Pro Wrestling Heavyweight Champion. Also in 1999, and a card I was on, Trent Acid and Billy Riley defeat the Nation of Immigration for the Jersey All-Pro Tag Team titles. 2000, Jake Lawless defeats Mike Modest for the XPW Heavyweight title, but sold it to Damian Steele for cash. And last but not least, 2009, Chris Benoit's personal doctor, Dr. Phil Austin, 54, pleads guilty to a 175-count federal indictment charging him with illegally distributing prescription drugs and conspiring to distribute prescription drugs. Those are your pro wrestling history highlights for January 29th. I'm the eclectic gentleman Stephen Watts, and we'll see you tomorrow.